So the album advert I'm going to be analysing is Florence and the Machine's um, album Lungs. This is a medium shot of Florence. Now, what you can instantly see is actually a pair of lungs. I feel like this really represents her vulnerability as they're all on show and everything's out and the dress is see-through. The colour of the lungs are really representative as they're quite dark and they're very red and brown, and I feel like this really does contrast Florence's pale and fair skin. And this probably gives a lot away about the music. So yeah, she does look innocent, and you can tell this through her skin, her pose, her makeup, the way her eyes are closed, her soft hair, like the soft waves and how it frames around her face. She looks very innocent, but by having these little dark aspects, it may suggest that her music is very dark souled. So maybe there's a bit of a dark twist to it, or it's quite deep, or it's meaningful. Especially the fact that it's a pair of lungs, as in you need lungs to breathe. So maybe this is an important. This is also emphasised through her nail varnish. She has really dark nail varnish compared to her like pasty skin. And I feel like this real contrast gives a real insight into what her type of music is like. That isn't the only contrast in this. We also have the soft, lovely writing along the top. So her name, Florence and the Machine, and it's all joined up, and there's like some flowers underneath it, and it's all natural, and it's very artistic and very beautiful actually. But it's contrasted by the font of the album cover, which is Lungs, which is very bold, and it's very stick. And so maybe she's trying to show that there's some different aspects to her music, and that's the contrast. Now there's also a contrast between the colours, so having the white on the dark does emphasize the differences. So along the bottom we have CD, deluxe CD, vinyl and digital. So this is how she's releasing this album. So the fact that she's used vinyl is very clever, because it's becoming a very hipster thing to use vinyls again, and they are on the increase since they kind of dropped when CDs come about. But young people are starting to use them again and collect them, and I feel like this very classic cover and the idea of it being a vinyl is very appealing. Also digital, so most people stream music nowadays, and I feel like it's very important that artists do keep their music online. So this is her release date, and I think that's a convention of an album advert. And so in this small writing, it says includes the singles, and then it lists her singles, which have been very well known. It has a website, so it's somewhere to direct the audience to find out more information. The use of flowers can represent that her songs involve a little bit of romance, and it's quite a girly thing, so maybe her target audience is girls. The lack of direct address from Florence herself really kind of emphasizes this vulnerability that's also shown by having her lungs out. Maybe her songs touch touchy subjects,